Do you think Brad Pitt prays? No, I'm good.
That was Nick Griffin on Conan just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you might have also seen him on The Late Show with David Letterman. He made his 10th appearance on that program earlier this year.
Straight off the Todd and Tyler Radio Empire, Nick Griffin. Good to see you, Nick.
Welcome back.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
Exciting.
You were here last winter.
I was. I think it was my birthday week, which is December 23rd. So yeah.
You remember
Christmas
that?
I remember. Yeah, they brought a
Christmas
cake up on
babe.
stage and
Oh,
embarrassed
okay.
me. So that was,
Do you like Omaha coming through?
I do. Well, I grew up in the Midwest, and I started doing stand-up at 20, and so I was playing a lot of these towns, Lincoln and Omaha and, you know, Topeka and all those towns. And so, yeah, it's nice. And I still play them all, Des Moines. And
You're from Kansas City,
I
right?
am,
You're living on the
yeah.
East Coast, you're living in New York City. What do you think about the Royals? I know everybody from Kansas City.
It's so exciting.
Excited.
Isn't that
It's
pretty
so
cool?
exciting, you know. I mean, I grew up with these really great baseball Royal teams in the 80s, and then it kind of went away. And so it's literally 30 years later,
It
I
went
come
away
back
for
to
a
the
while.
Midwest, and
Yeah.
here they are again, but doing really, really well.
Won
so.
again last night.
Yeah, they did.
So
I follow
exciting.
you on Twitter.
Oh,
and,
dear.
I mean, there are times I just laugh out loud. I'm like, where does this? It's so hard, I think, to say anything meaningful in 140 characters or
Yeah.
less. But you manage to do it regularly. Do you find it to be difficult?
It's very hard, yeah. And I'm one of those guys who doesn't like to put stuff out there that isn't great. And but on Twitter, you're constantly kind of needing to put material and be productive out there. So every now and then I get lucky and hit a good one. But yeah, thanks for saying that. I obsess over it for you know, I have nothing else to do
When
during
you
the day.
begin, when you begin entering those characters in there, do you have to sometimes rewrite it? Because I didn't phrase that right. So then do you rewrite it? Like, do you think of
Oh,
it?
sure, and I'll rewrite it, and then I'll get to the point where I go, you know what, it's not worth it. I'm not going to do that one. So I'll start all over again.
Just scratch it.
Yeah, yeah.
try
I
again
think
later.
I overthink it. Yeah, but it's become such a the social media has become such a big part of show business and getting your name out there and trying to build an audience that you know you really have to let go and kind of just throw it out there and let the audience decide if they like it or not.
You've been doing stand-up for a couple of decades now.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's almost a new generation of fans getting turned on to you in a way through social media and these more modern streams?
Well, it's much easier to connect with an audience because they can, you know, follow you on Twitter or Facebook, and you can get, you know, material out to them on a regular basis. Whereas before, you know, I would come to Omaha and then they really wouldn't hear from me for another 8-10 months. So it's nice, but again, it's one of those things where you kind of constantly have to be, because now you're competing with everyone else who they're following on Twitter. So
Yeah, but it's nice when you do a show. Those people that like you, they start following you right away, so you kind of continue to grow that audience. Let's get to the meat of this interview, relationships.
Oh dear.
What do you got? I heard you on David Letterman talking about, are you still single or what's going on here?
I am still single. Yes, I'm
Still?
Yeah, people ask me why I'm still single. I say I don't want anyone telling me what to do, and they say, but you don't do anything. And I say that's mission accomplished. I don't want to do anything. But yeah, I look, I'm divorced. I've been divorced for many years. I didn't date a lot before that, and I haven't dated a lot after it. I don't know. I think I'm probably using it as an excuse, but just stand up. It's so all-consuming. It's hard to keep a relationship together.
But I hear you talking about relationships in your stand-up material a lot. You talk about that a lot.
I do. I said I was married for 3 years. You know, we were supposed to be together till one of us died, and I never even had a fever. So.
What are your shows like? You're so relaxed here. I mean, it's just a
I'm
conversational.
tired more than anything. I'm actually nervous inside, but I'm too tired to show it. But what are my shows like? Well, there is a lot of relationship material. I mean, I do. As much as I talk about not wanting to be in a relationship, I sure talk about it a lot. So maybe there's something subconscious.
Could somebody come with their in-laws and not being mortified when they were leaving?
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple salty words in there, but it's certainly not a lot. And yeah, I would say it's a PG-13 show, and it's a ton of relationship stuff and
it's more
ton of
smart,
dealing with. Yeah, I think so. Let's say that.
So yeah, no kidding.
Let's go with that.
5 shows this weekend, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, all weekend. So plenty of opportunities to see Nick at the Funny Bone.
Yeah, and I'll say this, search him out online and watch a couple of clips. If you haven't seen Nick on TV and you're like, what's this guy, what's his deal? I would do that and then come to the show.
Right, just go
get
straight
a flavor.
to YouTube, and check out some of those clips. They're great.
Yeah, all over the place online, Nick. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Love having you on the show.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So.